So today I'm going to be giving you a quick review on the Born This Way foundation by Too Faced. Picked up some samples from Debenhams. Just one point, these samples are brilliant because you don't just get one shade, you get 3 different shades in the same kind of colour family. So like 3 light shades or dark or whatever shade you may be, you get 3 of the shades to try, which is brilliant. The past kind of week to 2 weeks, I've been trying these out. There were 3 shades in here. There was vanilla, light beige and sand. Immediately I went to vanilla because usually I'm vanilla in kind of drugstore foundations. That was the one that I went to first, but I've actually been switching between light beige and vanilla. Oddly enough, both have been working on my skin. Both seem to suit me fine. But like now I've got vanilla on and I'm thinking this is the one for me, even though it's not picking up on camera, but it does look a bit orange. Anyway, so that's just a little bit about the shades. And by the way as well, just in these little samples that you get approximately 2 uses, and the girl gave me 2 of these pouches, so altogether I've had like around 8 different uses. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to tell you my thoughts on this foundation because there's been a whole load of hype about it. Do you ever find that with, sometimes you get a new product that comes out and everybody's talking about it and you're like, I've got to try it. So I need to see what the hype is all about. Anyway, this is one of those products that I tried, and to be honest, my expectations were not met. I am very picky when it comes to foundations, and I've just come off the back of trying out the Maybelline Better Skin foundation, which I loved. And, I'm always going to be honest with you because I have no reason not to be honest with you. There's no point me being here if I'm not going to be honest. I like the Too Faced foundation, but to me, it's nothing special. Tell you about my skin type. So I have oily skin. It's not like super oily, but it does get oily. And I found that this foundation just did not hold up whatsoever. It's weird really, because I actually felt oilier than I looked. Like from the moment I put the foundation on, like now for example, I've had it on for a couple of hours and I'm feeling like quite oily. Whereas, I don't think I'm looking oily. I did kind of lightly set it, but I don't think I'm kind of looking oily. My face is feeling oily. One thing to mention about this foundation is that I think if you're an oily skin girl, you could wear it, but it's going to be quite high maintenance because you're probably going to have to be touching up throughout the day. Otherwise, you are going to be oily. And for me personally, at work, like I work in an office environment and it gets very hot and stuffy in there, particularly in the summer. I don't have time to be constantly touching up my makeup. There's just no time for that. From that perspective, I wouldn't bother with this foundation. I've actually been going back and forth kind of pretty much like each time I've used the foundation, I've gone back and forth as to do I like it, do I not like it, but ultimately I feel like if I'm having to question it that much, then I probably don't like it. Don't get me wrong, it looks fine, but like you've got all of these girls saying, oh, it looks like I'm born this way, it looks like natural skin. This is just like, I just woke up like this. And it's like, no, I don't think so. I think you can really tell if someone's got makeup on. This is one other thing I'm going to say. I kind of hate to kind of claim that a foundation may have broken me out, but I've basically not had any spots for the past, I've had like one little spot, but other than that I've not had any spots for over a year. And since I've been testing out this foundation, I've got like a massive one on my chin that, by the way, this foundation is not doing a very good job of covering up. And I had this one which did appear before the foundation, so I'm letting that one slide. I had another spot on my jaw, and I don't know if it is this foundation, but because it feels so oily on the skin, I'm feeling like maybe this foundation could have contributed to the spots. I don't know. I hate accusing foundations of causing spots because you just never know. So yeah, I think there's so much hype around this foundation, and in my opinion, you can find really decent, long-wearing, natural-looking matte foundations from the drugstore that look brilliant, and you're not spending, I think this is £28. It's a lot of money to spend on a foundation which, for me, it didn't blow me away, not one bit. It looks nice, it's fine, and when I first tried it I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to go and buy this, but after giving it a really good trial, I'm like, no, it just didn't blow me away. I wasn't like excited to put the foundation on each day, if you know what I mean. I just wasn't. If you are interested in buying it though, a little does go a long way. So I feel like, you know, the bottle will last you for a while. It does blend easily. It sets quickly. Not sure how it would work on dry skin because I'm coming from an oily perspective. I think it would probably complement dry skin quite well because it does make me quite oily. So yeah, it does wear well. One of the days I had it on for about 7.5 hours. It seemed to hold up quite well, apart from the oiliness. Like, even though it does get oily, it doesn't like break apart and look terrible. You can just kind of powder and it looks fine again. It's not like, it's not hideous or anything. Like, seriously, it's not hideous. It's just not like stunning enough for me to want to buy it. It's just not. And it's a shame because I was super excited at first. Like when I first tried it, I was like, yes, this is like my favourite foundation ever. And then after I got over the whole hype of it and, you know, kind of got all of the other reviews out of my head, I kind of looked at it for what it was and I was like, not that good really. So yes, and I think that the shades are really bizarre as well. Linen is darker than ivory. Vanilla looks kind of orange. Vanilla and light beige both suit me, and there's like loads of shades in between the two. The shades are kind of strange. That's a bizarre one. Good luck finding a shade. It's kind of medium coverage, and I imagine that you could build it to kind of being a full coverage, but I think it would kind of suffocate my skin if I were to put any more on. So I've only put like, I kind of only put like a tiny bit on. And just one other thing to mention before I go. Like, you will find this, if you try this foundation, you will be singing Born This Way all day. Like, it's just in my head all day, every day, all week. Because I was born this way. Like, seriously, I know it's annoying. It's so annoying. But that happens. That's one thing to note that's very important. Here we go. Just give you a little look at it. It is a matte finish. I was watching a review, like, before I got the samples, and there was this girl saying, oh yes, it's a matte finish, but it's dewy at the same time, and it's matte, it's radiant. I'm thinking, pick one, just pick one, decide which one is it. It's matte. I've got a highlighter on, so that's giving me a little bit of glow, but it's matte. Light beige shade. I have vanilla on in the review bit. I've got this side of my face done, so as you can see, there we go. I've got Alex with me because he just wanted to come here. He said he's interested in the foundation. So anyway, so there we go. Light beige, no foundation. I really did wake up like this. Didn't wake up like this. So I'm just going to show you the application because, you know, I always like watching the application. So here we go. So I basically just dot it around my face. Now, as oh, Alex is getting very excited at the thought of this. So as I said earlier, you don't need much at all. I'm just kind of dotting it. And I know right now on my face, it kind of looks very orange and yellow. But it does work. Believe me, it does work. So just patting it in to the face. It does seem to set into the skin really nicely. I mean, I don't mind this foundation at all. Like, it's not in any way bad. It's just disappointing. Like, it's just like, meh, as opposed to, eh. It's not bad, and I can see that some people might like it, but I just feel like Too Faced are one of those brands who probably pay big YouTubers a lot of money to rave about their products because everyone seems to love every single one of their products, and I don't think they're anything special, really, but I don't think you need to spend the money buying this one particularly. However, I would definitely say it's worth calling into Too Faced or Debenhams or wherever they're stocked. I only know that they're stocked in Debenhams, but I think that it's definitely worth you picking up one of these sample things because, as we all know, what hasn't worked for me could work incredibly for you. So, you know, I can only give you my opinion based on my experience, but I would definitely say try it out for yourself. You never know, you might love it. Okay, so, buddy, shall we say goodbye to everybody? And thank you so much for watching. If you do have any comments or any questions or any suggestions on any foundations or products that you'd like me to try next, please let me know because I would love to know. And yeah, Alex, should we say goodbye? Goodbye, everybody. Say bye-bye, good. Look, look, look. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. I'm on the right track. Baby, he was born this way. Baby, he was born this way. Alex is sick of hearing this song because I'm constantly going around, baby, I was born this way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's going to be traumatised.